Why hello lovely people, my name is Mickey or McBusBus, and today we're going to be exploring the wonderful world of water in Palia. For years now, creators have been using rugs as a source of water to create this illusion of having a pond or a river on your plot. As you can see in front of us, I have created this little quaint pond by using the bellflower small rug. From this, you can hardly tell that it is actually a rug, and that's because we have hidden the rug elements underneath a bunch of items to help create this illusion. Now, there are many different rugs which I will walk us through that you can use to create this illusion, but this bellflower small rug is one of the most common ones, and pre-Elderwood update, this bellflower runner used to be our go-to for rivers. But arguably the better choice nowadays is the Elderwood rug. This rug right here is the Elderwood Mossy Rug, and the way in which you obtain this rug is by going to Morvis Way to the little small hunting grounds. There's a little cave here, and this is the rug. You must purchase it with essence for 300 essence if you like. The marker on the map, it is right here. Some of people's most favorite rugs to use in this illusion is the bellflower runner, the bellflower small rug, the capital chic rug, the dragon-tide round rug in the blue variant and the original variant. For the majority of this tutorial, I will be showing how to create this water illusion with the Elderwood Mossy Rug, but I will also show you how to do some of the very minor glitches with the other rugs here. So let's get started. To get the most complicated part out of the way, let us use our bellflower runners here. Now, let's say you want to actually create a proper river that is not this long. You are going to want to use multiple bellflower runners, but as you can see, they don't particularly like being near each other, and by near I mean like at all. So this is not a great look for a river. So the way that we get around this social distancing is by using the classic gourmet butcher's block. For this first butcher block, we are going to want to place it here by the little pointy end, and then place another one on top of it, like so. This will create a surface for the other rug to be placed on top of. Here we go. You can place this rug over it. However, there are other methods that I have found myself. Before I demonstrate my method, the reason why there is such a big overlap with these rugs is because we are placing the second bellflower rug on top of the butcher block surface to create the illusion. With my method, we can reduce this overlap amount significantly. We need to figure out where exactly we want the crosshair to land so that we can overlap like so. Now check where my crosshair is. It's in between that square block right there. Let's pick up the rug. We're going to place a small stone paver, circular stone paver. Before we place the rug on top of the paver, I'm going to move this bellflower rug a little bit closer. You have to decide where the two rugs on either ends of the glitched rug will join it before placing it. So now we have our two sides of the river. We're going to place the middle runner, and look at that. We have reduced the rug overlap significantly. While I was laying out my mossy rugs, I realized that I wanted to have a center island where I surrounded it with mossy rugs. So here I'm indicating the size of the island so that I can lay out the rugs effectively. Alright gang, we did it. So now we have all our rugs laid out. It looks good, but a little boring. So this is the really fun part that I enjoy so much, and that is just getting creative with it and finding ways to make your rivers feel more organic. I've laid out a bunch of really useful items, plants, objects, and I'll go through them now quickly with you guys. So we have the ancient bush and the elderwood fern from the bouncy pad event. And then we have elderwood small lamp, elderwood small planter, this one's beautiful, elderwood mush planter, the grimalkin tail flower, very classic, the different rocks that you can get from Town Hall, the calamus succulent plant, the camping medium planter, camping small planter, and then a myriad of different base game plants. And then the most important item in blending in the water to the landscape is the round concrete paver. And other creators like using the Spring Fever rock edging. I just feel it uses up too many decor limit objects. I'll be using the round concrete paver to decorate all of this. Something that I could highly recommend is decorating with friends. Over on the McBusBus Twitch channel, I decorated with my friends Henry and Neko. It really is so much fun to experience this with others. That is, if they behave themselves and, yeah. So you can see for yourself.
Cover this up.
Wait, move. Yes. Sorry.
No, why? Not there. Sorry. Can you pick them up?
Where do you want them?
I want them back here now.
Oh my god. It is feeling a lot like slave labor. You guys are getting paid in exposure, please. Henry, move!
What exposure am I getting for this?
You're on the Twitch channel. For free.
You don't? Can I throw it out? Yeah. We need another one. It's still a big gap. And here, you can get stuck here. I'm just gonna stop.
How do I
complaining
kick someone?
about your
How do I
blood.
kick someone?
Wow.
And here is the beautiful, stunning final product that we were able to come up with. I am so grateful and proud of what we achieved. And it was so much fun. So do come and join us on Twitch if you'd like to be a part of such shenanigans. You can see the usage of the different items that I listed here. Such as like little floating objects in the water. I actually ended up using some of the Spring Fever stuff. I got the rock stack here. We've got a plushie. Go crazy with plushies. If you got any spare fishies or frogs, you must put them in the water where they belong. And here's a top-down view of the river. It looks so good. I'm genuinely just like so chuffed with the work that we were able to achieve. And if these plushies look good to you, then why not join our Discord for some plushie giveaways? Don't miss out! Woo! As for today's bonus tip, we are going to be going to the tour board. Did you know that you can type in your own name? If your board is up for touring, you can go and visit your own plot, and you can react to your own plot. So you can increase your votes just by visiting your own plot. It seems a little weird, but if you are trying to get those reactions out of the way, this can actually be very handy, so I hope you learned something new. Moving on to lakes, I think this segment will be a lot shorter just because a lot of what we've learned in the rivers can easily be applied here. So, for instance, you can see the overlapping pavers here. What I specifically want to indicate to everyone is color palettes. Color palettes are really useful in making a really nice feature lake. So here you can see I've used purples, pinks and blues to create this kind of Elderwood style of lake. As I did with the rivers, I'll show you guys a few of the examples and objects that I think work really well with this trick. I won't go through all of their names because there's quite a few here, so you can have a look here and also just ask in the comments if you don't know any of the objects here. I did just have the revolutionary idea of using the new rubber duckies I feel like a genius. So anywho, these are some of the objects that you could consider when trying to build your lake. And over here, I decided to try and go out of my comfort zone by making it more of a rainbow color. You can also see I color swapped this, and this to create the complete diversion from the cooler color palettes of all the other lakes I've shown. And here we have another example of mine. I've made use of a rather advanced glitch here, which is the fountain water glitch, but I've included some frogs here and the candle again and our pavers, so you can see the multiple ways in which you can just get creative with it. If you couldn't already tell, my favorite rug to do lakes with is the bellflower rug. Here I've gone with the cool color palette again and used the Moonstruck set to enhance that mystical feeling, and using a flow tree here. And to end off where we started, now you can understand exactly how this little pond that I showed off in the beginning of the video was made. And with that short segment over, we have reached the end of the video. I hope that you've been able to learn something from this video. If you have, please share down below what types of rivers and lakes you made, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, friends.
Yeah.